Hi everyone, this is Andreas, your garden coordinator here at the Maryland Magrum Center Wellness Garden. Today, I will be showing you how to build your very own hydroponic seed starting system. First, let's gather our materials. You will need 2 high-density polypropylene or polyethylene storage totes, a couple 10-foot lengths of 1-inch PVC pipe, which are pre-cut here, 4 1-inch PVC tees, 8 1-inch PVC elbows, a roughly 400 gallon per hour submersible pump, and an ebb and flow fitting kit, which you can find online or at your local hydroponics store. Ensure the totes are of different sizes so that the frame that will support your larger tote can fit around the smaller tote. Here I am using a 27 gallon tote and a 17 gallon tote. Let's go over the design now. This is a simple ebb and flow type system. If you recall from our previous video on selecting a hydroponic system, ebb and flow systems use a time pumped to flood a table or trough with nutrient solution several times a day to irrigate container plants or propagation trays that are placed inside the trough. Let's get started with the build. The first thing that we are going to want to do is drill holes in the larger tote for the fittings. This will serve as the trough portion of the ebb and flow table. Cut out 2 appropriately sized holes with a hole saw on the bottom side of the trough along the central axis of the long side. The necessary hole size will be determined by the size of the fittings you are using. For this system, we are using an ebb and flow kit that comes with fittings, but you can buy individual fittings on your own. If you are going to do this, I recommend using uniseal or bulkhead fittings. Secondly, we are going to install our fittings. This is quite easy. All you have to do is insert the fitting, thread first from the inside of your trough, and then screw on and tighten down the nut. If the fitting has a rubber gasket, ensure that the gasket is on the inside side of your trough. Thirdly, we're going to install our tubing and pump. Insert the tubing onto the barb and push it in. On your pump, screw in the appropriately sized barb fitting that came in the box and insert it into one of the lengths of the tubing you just installed. Fourth, we are going to build the frame that will support the trough. Measure the length and width of the bottom and top of the trough you built and then split the difference to obtain the inner dimensions of your frame. As far as the height goes, 1.5 times as high as the tote you will be using for your reservoir will work fine. For this frame, we are using 6 pieces of 20-inch long PVC, 2 pieces of 16-inch long PVC, 4 PVC stubs, 4 PVC tees, and 8 PVC 90-degree elbows. Assemble the frame as shown here. Lastly, all you have to do is put everything together. Slide the smaller tote underneath the completed frame and install the trough. Now, your DIY hydroponic seed starting system is complete. You can fire up your system once you have filled it up with nutrient solution. I recommend half the standard dosage of nutrients for seedlings. Additionally, it's best if you keep your water pH around 5.7 and set your timer to flood the table for 15 minutes 2 to 3 times per day. Most seedlings grown in a system like this will be ready to transplant in 2 to 4 weeks. There you have it everyone, your very own hydroponic seed starting system. Tune in next time to see how we actually go about starting our seeds. Happy growing everyone!